I just seen it now.
Super one. We go 76, 72, two. What's that? Nice. Shell. What's that? We go. DC. Value one. Hold on.
From the automotive capital of the world, we get a look at a venue that pays homage to that industry. Welcome to Ford Field here in Detroit, Michigan. Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And we're off and running from Ford Field. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. Up the sideline, past the 45. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. New set of downs for him from the 46.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Goff. That's St. Brown working the sideline, complete. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle.
Can I have a moment, Kate? Just a moment to marvel at how well they reacted to that play on defense. They were all over it from the start, getting behind the line to blow up a play that how many times do we see as highlight reel touchdowns going the other way?
Here's 2nd and 14. Throwing deep for the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Fox now to kick this one away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Sent to the ground by Khalil Mack. They go play action. It's Mahomes. He lofts it deep left. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. Terrion Arnold has it. So the interception's going to be remembered by the fans here, partner, but not by the official score. The interference call takes that away. The penalty erases an exciting turnover, makes it 1st and 10. They'll run here following the penalty. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. He's inside the 10. And he did not get in. Finally stopped at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Gosh, I love that creativity of the play call. Name of the game is putting the ball in the hands of your best, your playmakers, creating matchups for them to take advantage. And this time, not as a receiver, but as a runner. That is job well done.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Running back sent in motion. From the red zone now. Escapes the pocket. And that one's in.
Come on, bro. They saving this nigga, bro.
That was a risky shot, but fortunately, they still have 2nd down coming up.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, he just couldn't quite hang on.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal. They send a man in motion. Pacheco. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Chiefs parlay the interception into points. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs tie this game 7-7. Butker on now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Williams coming in motion right. From the 32. That's complete to Sam Laporta. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On first down, it's Gibbs. Runs inside the 35. And he's finally brought down at the 33. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. He's on the move. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
To throw again here, 2nd and 10, it's gone. He finds Laporta. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. So we're through one as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. Both teams neck and neck so far. We're all set to bring you the second quarter. Lions well within striking distance. Handoff running left. Here's Gibbs. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the gun, Goff. Rolling left, buying some time. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throwaway.
Goff on 3rd. Brought in along the sideline, just need an official ruling, and they say catch. Great play. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
First and goal. Here's Gibbs. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Goff. Into the hands of Gibbs. And in for the Detroit touchdown. Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7. Fox now to kick this one away. McCole Hardman now on the return. And he doesn't make it far at all. They bottle up that return immediately. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. It gives to Pacheco to start the drive. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Alex Anzalone there on the stop. Working quickly here. A 2nd down run by Pacheco. And his defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Lee McNeil in on the tackle. It's Pacheco on 3rd. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. We're giving him 4 yards that time. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Less than a yard needed here on 4th. They're going for it with Mahomes. Chased out to his right. Oh, he lost the football. Going the other way, Lions have it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Has it in close. Touchdown, Detroit. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine. Surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
Bates now for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Lions double their lead to 14. Fox now to kick this one away. Hardman with a return. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he has enough room to gain about 4. Chiefs in the hurry up, trying to get everyone to the line. Back to Pacheco here on 2nd. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Back to throw it. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Fox now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Running right is Pacheco. And he gets it forward, is still about a yard out of that. Tackled by Jack Campbell. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They send him left out of the slot. Here we go, 2nd and 9. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 3 now. Running back sent in motion left. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Brought down by the veteran Carlton Davis. Call it a gain of 2, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 1. A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Pickup of 2 here. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Here's Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Offense in the hurry up here. Third down, it's Mahomes. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First down, ball at the 36. Back to the air, Mahomes. Gets himself free. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Throwing again, Mahomes. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're left facing third and long. Another throw for Mahomes. Buys time, rolling right. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they're staring at fourth and long.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. Again, Mahomes to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on fourth down and pick up the first.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the fourth down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another fourth down.
They are now set for first and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. And the Lions get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
You know, I can still hear the call all the way up in the booth. Okie, Okie! That's what that whole defense screams after an interception, and you see everybody getting involved. That nearly went for a house call. Just an incredible effort by that offense to run it down. But even with that, they will take that Okie any day. What a huge pick in return for that defense.
Some movement there before the snap, right side of the line. This is going to back them up. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Out of the shotgun, Goff. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
2nd and 15. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And the catch is made. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions push their lead further to start the half. Bates now for the point after. And he sends the point after right through the uprights. And the Lions stretch their lead to 21. Fox now to kick this one away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Well, that's a tough one because you could see the beginnings of what looked like an explosive play. Let's give some credit here, Kate, to the defense. A great job to bottle them up before it came to fruition.
That's the end of the 3rd on Sunday night. The Chiefs have possession, and this final quarter begins with them in a massive hole. Second down now, 7 to go. Motion man is the tight end here, going left. From the 23. On the move, headed right. And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. First down, ball at the 36. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's able to drive up past the 40. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco. And they can't jump to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They strike for 23 yards. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Throw left side, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. They'll run Pacheco. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. They'll try to run with Pacheco. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. They'll try with Pacheco. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Chiefs get it back to within 2 possessions. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs get it back to a 14-point game. Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And no luck, the Lions there to recover. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks them, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
The tackle made back at the 47-yard line.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions moments away from win number 12. Offense to the line for 2nd down. From the gun, Goff. Laporta pulls it in along the sideline. That's 16 on the pickup. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. St. Brown there to bring it in. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. They'll toss it to Gibbs. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their 1st. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line. And the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come. This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
They'll run. It's Gibbs. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. Timeout taken by the defense. Their 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
Well, the defense, they couldn't stop him for a loss, but they denied him the goal line at least. Now we get to see, right? Decision time, one of these critical decisions of whether or not they're going to go for an all-or-nothing fourth down play. We got ourselves a 3-score game now after that make. It's got to feel like it's going to just about do it with any hopes of a comeback still smoldering. I think these kickers enjoy those opportunities, Kate, to be the one to kick this lead out of range.
Fox now to kick this one away. Hardman with a return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Mahomes. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
First and 10, it's Mahomes. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Mahomes on 1st and 10. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. Nearly an interception on that play. And now it's 2nd down. Throwing from the gun. Need this to force overtime. Big gain downfield. And that is caught. It's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs get it back to within 2 possessions. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. The Chiefs offense staying on the field. They're going to try for 2. And the pass succeeds. A little momentum builder as they try to dig into this deficit. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He's going deep this time. They connect on the deep shot. And in for the Detroit touchdown. Well, that one might not sit so well with everybody down on the field. Heck, maybe some of his own guys, too. But he had a chance at a touchdown as time expired, Brock, and it was just too much for him to resist.
Yeah, it probably will ruffle some of the older school feathers down on the sidelines. But for a lot of the guys coming into this league each year, they're used to it. If there's time left, if you're trying to score, you're going to want to eat, no matter what the game situation is, and they used every last second available.
So in Motor City, it's a home win for the Lions. And they're able to run this winning streak to 3 as they have really caught fire recently.